Alrighty, welcome back, Outfunders. It is a marvelous Monday. Hopefully, you did have a great weekend. Because it was a long and filling weekend, I'm sure you did have a great time. So, we'll kind of wrap up a little bit of last week. I do realize a lot of things kind of going on last week. I'm not going to spend too much on last week. We'll still do the normal thing, but a little bit of a gap down here to start out this Monday. Nothing crazy, down 0.1% or so. It's been mostly a choppy day. We did have a nice little bullish move here for about 2 hours, from about 11 o'clock Eastern to about 1 o'clock Eastern, a little bit after 1 o'clock Eastern. So, yeah, nice little trend there. That's basically been the biggest moving part of the day. Other than that, it's just mostly been choppy. Had a little bit of sell down here over the past 45 minutes. So we'll see what happens by the end of the day. And if you want to know what's leading the day, well, just always look at big tech. There you go. Q's leading the day. Q's actually been a little bit more bullish throughout the day. Still haven't been up all that much. They've only gotten up. Let's see, what was their high of the day? They were up about 0.4% at the high of the day. Currently up about half that right now at 0.2%. So, yeah, looking pretty good there. IWM, nice little gap down here on IWM. You see how flat it was. That first 30 minutes is kind of crazy, but yeah, the IWM here, nice little gap down, about 0.4%, traded down a little bit over 1%, and then, yeah, came back. Mostly been kind of flat there, though, outside of that first 30 minutes. Yeah, there you go. DIA, nice little bearish trend to kind of start the day, very subtle. Nothing crazy. Nice little bullish trend there for the last hour and a half. Maybe it comes back up then for the rest of the day. Equal weight SP 500. Nice little gap down as well. Kind of flat. Kind of like the IWM. First 30 minutes. Kind of crazy. Kind of flat thereafter. Not doing a whole lot. All right. Let's see here. The RSP. Equal weight SP 500. Still just kind of slowly grinding here over the past week and a half or so. All right, looking pretty good in there. You can see over the Thanksgiving week, just kind of pushed higher. Kind of closed up to the highs there on the RSP. The DIA, very nice, strong bullish action last Monday, pushing higher. A little bit of a doji. Did actually take out Friday's high today there on the Dow Jones. Okay. Let me zoom out here. What does the RSP look like? Yeah, RSP is still kind of having some issues getting through this spot here. First, kind of came into this area, this kind of resistance area back on like November 15th. Still kind of having a hard time getting through it. It's been about, about 7-8 trading days where it's trying to kind of get through it. And maybe not a bad spot to say, hey, you know what, if you're not going to get through there quickly, I might just take that bearish on the RSP. Dow Jones, yeah, nothing crazy, no major support resistance levels there on the DIA. This looks very interesting here. Very nice consolidation we've had over the past couple of weeks. A huge upper wick that we had back on November 15th. I like today's lower wick on the IWM. It kind of comes in, checks in with that daily 10 EMA. Looks pretty good. Looks like it might just continue to push higher going forward. Okay. The IWM. I'd be leaning a little bit more bullish here on the IWM still. Yeah. Q's is definitely the one I'd just be staying away from. Just my perspective. But huge gap here that we had back from November 13th to 14th. Yeah. I know it's kind of just in this middle ground between the all-time high and kind of just, some of this previous support and resistance line here. So it's just kind of in between here. Not really much you can do because it's not really like a major resistance level. because to me it's kind of gotten through that resistance level around 380, but it's not up to that all-time high area, so it's kind of just one I'd just sit on my hands. If it gets back below 380, I think that would be the bearish play, but we'll see. SPY, the SP 500, still has not taken out the yearly high, the 52-week high here that we hit back in July, late July. So, it looks okay. If we start to sell down towards close, a lot of these would actually look very interesting, as they would have pretty good upper wicks on the day, especially from a gap down. So that wouldn't look good. So just be curious to see how we close today. If we don't sell down by close, kind of end at the lows of the day, then I'd imagine we probably just push higher maybe tomorrow on Tuesday. So yeah, there you go. Let's kind of look at the daily. Let's see. Take a look at the VIX. VIX, of course, as always go bullish on the VIX on the close right before the weekend. So on Friday, should have been bullish on the VIX, and then close it as soon as it opens on Monday. It is like crazy good strategy there. DXY. DXY, very nice. Okay. So the dollar's coming back down still. Kind of makes sense. If you don't remember putting on this retracement here, you know, we got a little bit of ways to go. It's gonna come to the top of this cluster, or this little consolidation that we did have back in early August, around the 102.50 level. So if it gets down to that 102.60, 102.50, so if it gets down to that level, that would be the eventual endpoint for me on the DXY, and definitely see what it sets up, you know, going forward. But I mean, I don't blame you for taking off quite a bit right here. 50% retracement after that summer move there on the dollar. All right, DXY looking pretty good though. Gold, so dollar's down, gold's up, and gold looks like it's going to continue to break out, getting over this high. Yeah, looks pretty good. The only thing I want to see is divergence. So I imagine we probably do have divergence. We definitely do. So we're making a new high, but we're making lower highs on indicators. So we do have a little bit of a divergence there. Now that divergence is not like a hugely bearish divergence. It's basically just a resting divergence. So you know, GLD might be in a little bit more of a wait and see, and it might take a little bit. We might go a little bit higher, and then maybe we roll back down as we get into like late December, maybe even the beginning of the next year. Sorry, I got something in my eye. All right, 10-year yield. 10-year yield. Look at that move down today. Okay, yields are coming down. All right, that is a very, very strong move. That is a very strong move. A little bit of a gap up today on yields. Yeah, nice move down. Nice move down there on the 10-year. 10-2 inversion, breaking down again. HYG. HYG, nice little move up today. Nothing crazy though. I would figure for how much yields, kind of, especially that 10-year dropping off as much as it was, I would have thought bonds would have been up a little bit higher. LQD, yeah, up pretty good there. A little bit better on the LQD, so maybe the TLT's up even more. TLT's not really up even more. It's kind of up. I mean, it's up, and it's beating the LQD, but it's not crazy. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go check out sector rotation. See what's kind of going on here for the day. I'd imagine big tech is probably the big winner. Wrong thing. There we go. All right, so sector rotation. Real real estate. Look at real estate. All right. Makes sense. We just looked at yields. Yields dropping off pretty good throughout the day. Real estate's doing pretty good. All right. Real estate looking really good. Discretionaries also looking pretty good. All right. Up 0.5%. Definitely beating the market pretty good there. Tech doing pretty good. Utilities also outperforming. Staples, materials, financials, communications, industrials, healthcare, and energies all underperforming. So be curious to see energies because they definitely been kind of a wackadoo over the past couple weeks here. Okay. As far as like major data points, so durable good orders. If you didn't know this, on November 22nd, which I believe was Wednesday of last week. Yes, Wednesday of last week. Came in really bad. It came in at a negative 5.4%. The market was expecting, or the forecast was calling for a negative 3.1%. So that's kind of like factory orders. And that was like the major, really like the only economic data point that we got last week. We are going to get GDP growth rate quarter. What is this? Wednesday. We're going to get this on Wednesday morning. Okay. And then we are going to get core PCE on Thursday as well as personal income and spending. And then Friday we get ISM manufacturing, and then Fed Chairman Powell speaking. So I'm sure the market will absolutely love everything about what he's got to say. I was trying to look at some of the stuff. So Cyber Monday sales set to top record $12 billion in US. Okay, cool. So I saw some mixed data about retail sales, kind of over, Black Friday sales and stuff like that. That some of it was good, some of it was bad. Like year over year, I think retail was up. I was trying to find something. It was up like 3% or something like that. But the other thing I saw was that people were looking for deals, and they were much more cautious. They were looking for much better deals than just some of the stuff that was out there, and some of the things that were out there. Just trying to look around some of the heat map stuff. Look at some of the retailers. Some of the retailers look okay. But what some of the things that people were saying was like 25% off. That's like a normal, just a store sale. It's like not a Black Friday sale. And if people were really looking for really big deals, I don't know. To me, it's a little bit more of a psychology that people are tight right now, and they are. It's not like you're not going to get those Christmas gifts, but if you are feeling that tightness, maybe you are going to look a little bit harder for the deals, and that might be why a lot of people were buying on Black Friday, because they know that's going to be the best time to get deals between now and Christmas, or between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, did the retailers shoot it all at once? I guess that's kind of the question kind of needs to be asked. If people are just trying to find all those deals that they can between on, Black Friday and through into Cyber Monday, and really a lot of people have even been saying that it's not even Black Friday anymore. It's like, and I'm sure if you have like store ads that come to your email inbox and whatnot, and you've probably been getting Black Friday stuff for probably a couple of weeks. I'm not a big shopper myself, but I've just heard people saying like, dude, I've been getting Black Friday stuff the entire month of November. It really wasn't even just on that one day, or it wasn't just on Friday. So yeah, it's just kind of an interesting, I guess, scenario right now with retail trying to bring in sales, and that kind of stuff. So we'll have to see kind of what the data kind of comes in as. But if the one thing I would say is if retail was as great as it was made out to be, it's up 3% year over year, then why isn't the market like loving it? So I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at with that. So transports. What's going on here? Whoa. Whoa. What is going on here? UNP's down 2%? Brr? North American Freight. Oh, this is from 5 days ago. Well, it don't matter. North American Freight rail traffic ticks up again. Well, that was from 5 days ago. That means nothing. I'm trying to figure out why. I mean, look at the rail. They just dropped. They're still making daily lows here. That is interesting. This is probably the most interesting move of the day. Why is freight? Why is rails getting hit so hard? What's going on with transportation? So CSX. Okay, hold on. So CSX says failed wheel bearing caused train derailment in Kentucky. Okay. I don't think this is a new derailment. I think this is like after investigation of why some of those train derailments that were going on earlier in the year. I think that's probably what that's from. Because obviously, if there's a new one, they wouldn't be able to know that yet. And I haven't heard anything about a new one. So crews extinguished fire after CSX train derailment oh, this was a new one. Train derailment, chemical spill disrupts Thanksgiving for Kentucky town. Oh. Wow, I'm kind of surprised they were able to. It doesn't sound like it was the major one, though. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? So CSX, NOS, no NOC. Wrong. Nope, I meant to go to the other one. There's Northrop Grumman, down 1% roughly. I meant to go to NSC. Down 2% as well. Jeez. Man, these guys are getting hammered today. Like, obliterating. They had very... I mean, NSC here had a very strong gap down on earnings, but it's just absolutely got a face ripper rally here over the past 3 weeks.